Hi everybody, this is the story of a madhouse.
Once upon a time, back in the 80s, there was a nurse that used to work at a madhouse. While she was learning how to treat patients, she discovered the darkest secret. Her boss was making many experiments with patients. The first one consisted of putting homosexual patients in bathtubs full of boiling water. The nurse had to lock them and increase the temperature little by little until the person said they were not gay. She felt frustrated to see people suffering. She knew that this practice wasn't going to change their sexuality. People would get sick and depressed. The second experiment consisted of isolating people in a prison without food or sanitary conditions until the person didn't remember their previous life. The nurse could see that the patients became more aggressive and they started to hurt everybody when they went to their cell. The third experiment consisted of using lobotomy to eliminate memories and thoughts that the society considered dangerous based on religious moral. The most shocking moment happened when the doctor made a public demonstration for the nurse. He tied a man and started to hammer his eyes without anesthesia, producing a terrible pain. The nurse was scared, and at that moment she thought that it was enough and that it was moment to take action to stop her boss, because she realized that the doctor was a drug addict and he created the experiments while he was hallucinating. She designed a plan with the help of some patients and nurses. They decided to lock him in a dungeon, but first they put sleeping many pills in his lunch. When the doctor woke up, they put him in the bathtub and they started to increase the temperature. However, the doctor distracted them and escaped because he knew all the system at the hospital. The nurse went running to his office, but he wasn't there. She turned on the computer and she discovered that he wasn't a real doctor but a patient that escaped from a madhouse in Europe after that Second World War, and she called the police. Finally, the police came, found him, and took him to prison. The police decided that she was going to be the new boss, but nobody knew that she wasn't a real nurse. She was also a patient who escaped from another madhouse.